Look at her, squirming. Well, you squirm, Zoe Tate. The law's after you, lady.
You're a scary woman, Vivian.
So down to Kelly. That girl has got some good points.
Oh, it's all pretty unpleasant.
I know. Scoffing strawberries and cream while my brother's life dangles by a thread. It makes me sick, said the injured man's sister. That's Kelly, that is.
Yes, and I'm sure they're just the words she actually used as well.
Anyway, you all set?
All set?
You are coming to the hospital, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am, yeah.
You and Dawn?
Yes.
Good. Let's go then.
We're not quite ready. As a matter of fact, Dawn, she's still asleep.
Oh, that's very nice. A bit of a lion is more important than seeing Scott, is it?
Oh, she's exhausted, Viv. She's emotionally exhausted. We'll see her there later, OK?
Yeah, I'll catch the bus. See ya.
Yeah, bye.
OK, up the steps. Up, 1, 2, 3. Right. And open your eyes. What do you think?
It's great.
Huh? Everything you need right there. Did it all myself. And it's not tat, look.
It's very nice.
Yeah, well, it should be. It costs enough.
Thank you.
Right. So I'm doing my bit. What about Andy?
Yeah, I was with him yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we spent the whole evening together.
Yeah, well, big deal. Look, if he was really that bothered about you, he'd be spending more time with you, wouldn't he?
Well, he's got a farm to run. He's always busy.
Look, Debbie, I just don't want to see you get hurt, OK?
Right. I'll leave Andy alone then.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you come to look at the shocking pictures of Zoe Tate?
No, I have not.
Oh.
What shocking pictures?
Accosted in her garden by a gentleman of the press. Although I doubt the word gentleman is appropriate.
Yes, well, I'll have one of those, please. No, I've come here to tell you I had a very unpleasant letter to read this morning.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. A final demand from the electricity board. I forgot to pay my bill when you let me down.
Never fear. Because Rose will be available in a jiffy. She's very efficient. If a little inscrutable.
Oh.
That woman has a definite air of secrecy about her.
Notice?
Well, of course you wouldn't notice. That's the point. She never says anything. I mean, barely a word has escaped her lips. She's a mystery. And I don't like mysteries.
So what are you going to do about it?
So far, I've approached the issue in a sort of subtle, roundabout way. But I think a more direct approach is called for. After all, I've only got 24 hours to rectify the situation.
Coffee, please, Donna. Coming up. It's good to see you.
Thought you might have got yourself to the hospital this morning, seeing as you're back from the beach.
Make that to go. Thanks, Donna. Having a break in your 24-hour vigil, are you?
I'm doing my bit. I've been by his bedside all week, and I cheered up Viv yesterday.
Thanks.
You know what? I bet the minute Scott's better, he dumps her.
Would you like to avail yourself on our post office services before you go?
No, thanks. Are you trying to avoid me?
I don't want another row.
Well, don't leave on my account.
Just the paper, please.
Families can be very challenging.
Who asked you?
All right.
Don't you agree about families? Rose, families. Challenging, don't you think? Are you yourself, in fact, blessed with a family?
I don't discuss personal matters at work.
Funny you should say that, because talking of work and not work, I should like to invite you for dinner tonight in the pub. Well, I mean, just to thank you for all your excellent efforts this week.
I have plans.
Well, change them. I mean, I won't take no for an answer, all right? Tonight it is, then. We'll have a good old chin wag, won't we?
What do you want, Kate? I want you to start behaving like Sarah's dad.
Like you're the expert on being a good dad.
Funny. Now, if you've got time to be supping pints, you've got time to be seeing Debbie.
I've got a lot on this afternoon.
No, you haven't.
Well, I was going to head up there to see her anyway, before I get back to work.
Right. Glad to hear it.
Zoe Tate declined to respond to the distraught young woman's questions. Distraught young woman, that's Kelly. Oh, so there are doctors in this hospital.
Sorry if we kept you waiting.
And look, the police. Must be my lucky day.
Mrs. Windsor?
What's the situation?
It's unclear. But I can tell you he's still unable to give a statement.
Meanwhile, the woman that tried to kill my son is sitting in her garden having picnics.
Sorry?
Strawberries. She was eating strawberries. So she's doing nothing. What are you doing?
We've questioned Miss Tate and other witnesses. Our investigation can't really proceed now until we've spoken to Scott.
You know, sometimes I think I'm the only sane person in a very mad world. How do you think he got like this? A bit of food poisoning? Zoe Tate tried to kill him.
Mrs. Windsor, without evidence or witness testimony...
Oh, if you were doing your job properly, you'd have put her away by now. She's a child snatcher and she is a killer and she should not be on the loose.
Right, you ready to go?
No. Let's not go just yet, eh? Let's have a drink, let's have a chat. You're not telling me about Spain yet.
Well, I'm not in the mood for chatting, but I'll have a brandy if you like.
Brandy coming up.
Didn't sleep much.
Thinking about Scott.
Well, just seeing him hooked up to all those machines. You know, I knew he was ill, but yeah, it was a shock.
Yeah, of course it was, love.
He's not dead though, is he? And Viv's got a right to know.
Yeah, but as I mentioned yesterday, Viv has got a lot on her plate at the moment. Do you think it's fair to ladle on a side helping of heartbreak, if you'll go with my metaphor?
Dad.
At this time, I think she needs a little consideration.
All right.
All right?
Right, come on, we'll go in.
Paul? Yeah, go. I hope he's on the mend.
Hey, not a word to Viv.
Plenty of words to Scott, though, as soon as he's well enough. He's going to wish he'd never come out of this coma.
Matthew, have a word.
What do you want?
I was out of order earlier, but I was wondering if you still needed a hand getting that field off Andy and my dad.
Were you now?
So you up for a bit of help?
So what's brought this on?
Let's just say I'm not getting on too well with the family right now.
Yeah, I noticed this morning. All right. And you'll find the King family look after the friends.
Good.
But if you're going to be of any use to me, you need to get back on side with your dad. Understood?
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Welcome on board.
Hiya. Just thought I'd pop round.
Can I get you a cup of tea or a beer or something?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Oh, sit down.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. You are going to stay now you're here, aren't you?
Hey, no, is this a bad time? Because if it is, we'll go, but...
We bought you a present.
2 presents. We'll go for the baby and chocolates for you, which you can open now if you like.
Thanks.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, look at her. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Right, I'm going to put the kettle on. Donna will open the chocolates and the proud parents will put the feet up, OK?
Oh, beautiful.
My Scott went up there to try and persuade Zoe not to take his daughter away. I mean, that should be a crime in itself. Taking a baby to America?
Well, that's not actually against the law.
And what did she do? She poisoned him! Had a nice long lunch, have you?
I'm afraid I have other matters to attend to.
The law's the law, Viv. They can't do anything without evidence.
Well, the law is an ass. Look at him. Look at my poor boy.
Can I just say, right? No, half the village think it's your boy that should be in prison, not Zoe.
I beg your pardon?
It's quite possible that Zoe acted in self-defence.
What?
Your son has got formed for assault, and there's still a bit of a mystery around Jean's birth, isn't there?
Don't you come in here talking like that.
Don't have a go at me, Viv. He's a liar, and you know he is. Just saying he might not be an innocent victim.
Anyway, cup of tea, anyone?
Shut up! If that's the way you feel, get out.
I don't think so. I want to see your face when you read this. What is it?
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
It is a letter to me from your poor boy. And he's saying how he's planning to leave me, and incidentally you too, although he doesn't even mention that, to go to America with Zoe. Don't be stupid. Read it then. What are you talking about?
Give me the letter.
No.
Give it to me!
What does this horticultural tour involve?
I don't know. No, really, I don't know. But I'm going to come back an expert about anything to do with plants and trees.
I am pleased.
And your job, Dad, is to think of themes, right? How would you like the garden to be? Shall we go low-key but stylish? Or shall we go full gardens of Babylon, you know, sort of over-lavish?
You know, I never realised you had this latent interest in gardening.
Oh, I didn't really. But I've got a chance here to do something for you, something for the village, something that'll last.
Well, I'm very touched.
I know you are. You shouldn't be, Dad. I'm enjoying myself. You are my dad. I'm supposed to do things for you.
So you're coping?
Yeah, you know.
We're all right. Look at them with their tea and chocolates. They're fine.
Oh, I'm sensing doubt. I think people expect to be on cloud 9 from day one, don't they? But it's okay to take a while to get used to it. I mean...
Well, it took him a while to get used to it when he was looking after the kids,
Oh,
especially John.
Yeah, it did. I'd call it an emotional and physical assault course. Oh, my... And you smell, lady.
Oh.
You do. Shall I do it?
Are you sure?
Yes, no problem. Changing a nappy, I always say, is like wrapping a phyllo parcel. Once you get the night, do it in your sleep.
Thanks. Yeah, it might have taken him a few days to get used to baby John, but he ended up loving her to pieces.
She wasn't even mine, was she? I mean, look at these little fingers. Look at them. How can you not love babies to pieces?
Yeah, Marlon's Bondi babies is slightly scary, to be honest.
All I'm saying is you two are lucky. You're lucky. Seriously. I know it's going to take some getting used to, but you are. Come on, let's change it.
I hope I'm not boring you, but the truth is I'm really very proud of her.
Of course you're not boring us. I firmly believe everyone deserves a second chance, and I'm very glad to see Steph has taken hers.
Well, Betty was suspicious, but I think Steph's won even her around.
Good.
Now, why do you keep staring at that lady?
Leslie thinks she's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
And she's trying to get her to talk about herself, and we're keeping an eye on developments.
I see. Well, now I don't see.
I know. It's tragic, isn't it? Not so long ago, I led a fun-filled, cosmopolitan life. Now I'm reduced to spying on old ladies. Something has gone horribly wrong.
More wine?
No, thank you.
This is nice, isn't it? Is there anybody you'd like to call? If we're going to be late, you know, friends, family.
No.
Oh, could we have some more wine, Paul, please?
I thought you couldn't use that arm.
Oh! Sudden recovery.
Why have you been lying about it?
I'm asking the questions.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, ignore me. Why am I lying about my arm? I don't want to bore you with the story.
All right.
It's too long and involved and painful.
OK.
It's to do with my son. And to be honest, I could do with unburdening if you don't mind.
I did wonder why you'd asked me here.
I think she's getting somewhere.
Viv, you've read it about 20 times.
I'm just trying to understand what he's thinking, that's all.
Well, now you know why I went to Spain.
He was supposed to be tricking Zoe, not me.
He's a liar, Viv, and he doesn't care who he's lying to.
Dawn.
Well, you know now, so I'll leave you to it.
Well, it's true. He's not the most reliable lad in the world,
Oh,
is he?
don't you start on him. He's straight down the line, my Scott. He's a very truthful boy.
You've just said that he tricked Zoe.
That was defending his daughter. That was different.
Vivian.
Oh, I know you think I'm a fool about him.
I know that you love him. I'm not going to criticise that.
Please, wake up. Wake up. I have to ask you about this. What were you trying to do? What were you trying to do to me?
Here we are, gorgeous. Safely home.
Oh, hello. Hello, Lambkin. Have you had a good day? Yes? Oh, good. Thank you so much for looking after her.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. We've had a lovely time.
Oh, good.
How was your day?
Oh, fine. Come on, now.
Anti-word. Fine. Covers a multitude.
Sorry?
Well, you're obviously fed up.
Steph, it's very good of you to take an interest in my welfare, but...
Yeah, well, don't thank me. It's the sort of girl I am. It's Laurel, isn't it?
She called today. She's really enjoying spending time with her mother, so she's planning on staying with her for another week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Laurel's relationship with her mother's quite troubled, so I'm glad they're getting on.
Come off it.
I beg your pardon?
Ashley, you're a lovely geezer, but you ain't a saint. Be honest. You wish they'd had an almighty bust-up and that Laurel was running back to you. Am I right or am I right?
I'll put the kettle on.
See ya.
It's getting late.
Well, the thing is, I just feel like I hardly ever see you at the moment because of the baby. And because it feels a bit weird us two getting back together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So I was thinking, maybe the best thing would be if I moved back in with you. You know, so we can be like we were before, only without my dad there. Be together properly. So what do you think? Andy?
I'm not ready for that.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not ready for you moving back in. You're rushing me.
But we're parents now.
Yeah, I know that.
Why are you getting angry?
Look, you need to just take a step back a bit, right? All of a sudden, I've got a baby, and I'm still trying to get my head around that. I'm not ready for a full-on relationship as well.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not ready.
Right, Andy?
Right. I'll see you.
This is a difficult thing for me to say. Take your time. Simon loves me. I know he does.
I see.
No, he really, really does. We have a very special relationship.
But?
Then there's Nicola. I mean, I want to like her. I really do for Simon's sake. But I sometimes find her very hard work.
And your arm?
Well, I think Nicola could persuade Simon to send me home if she knew my arm was better.
I understand.
You won't tell, will you?
Oh, certainly not. It's a woman's right to have a secret.
I knew it. You've got one too, haven't you? Let's keep each other's secrets, and then we'd be bound together in solemn sisterhood.
All right.
Well, go on then.
I used to be.
What, a stripper?
No. I was a...
Oh, not a prostitute.
Do you mind?
No, I'm sorry.
I used to be.
I know.
I don't think you do.
You used to be a man.
I most certainly did not. I was on local radio. I did the travel reports. Rose on the roads. I don't tell people because I don't want to seem to be giving myself airs.
Oh.
I think I shall go now.
I'm not in the mood for another argument.
You're not going to get one. I want to start again.
What does that mean?
It means you were right. I shouldn't have given Libby a lift. I was just trying to need Landy. It was stupid. I'm sorry.
You better tell him that.
I will. I've made mistakes. A lot of them. But I want to put things right with both of you. So from now on, family comes first.
I'm glad to hear it, son.
Get your pint?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, not bad. Good. How are things at the hospital?
Wow, you need to talk to Viv.
Why, is Scott all right?
Oh, yeah, no, he's just the same.
You've told her about the letter, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
What did she say?
Oh, you can probably guess. Sorry.
Oh, look. Well, don't be. I mean, she had to know, didn't she?
Well, that's what I thought, and I just thought that I should tell you. So I'll be off. She'll get over it.
I hope so.
What Donna said yesterday was true. No mother should have their favourites. But you were always mine. Ever since you were a little baby with that wicked smile.
Oh, Viv.
And you know it, didn't you? But I thought you loved me back.
He does, Viv.
No, he doesn't. He was going to leave the country without so much as a goodbye and take my granddaughter with him.
We don't know that for sure.
Yes, we do. Lately, he seemed to really care about me, and we've made a good team. But that was all part of his act, wasn't it?
Come on, don't punish yourself.
After all I've done for him. I've defended him when people have called him a rapist. I've stood up for him over Frank Bernard.
He's your son, Viv, and he loves you. He's just got a selfish streak, that's all.
Yes. He's selfish. He's unreliable. And he's got a talent for breaking people's hearts. Right, you toe rag. When you wake up, I'm going to be asking you some questions. Do you hear me? I want some answers.